So my name's Benjamin Titmuss and I'm the Strategic Communications Officer at DIO. My granddad's name was Dennis Titmuss and he landed on Sword Beach during World War II. He was in the Royal Leicestershire Regiment and he landed on Sword Beach, which was one of the quieter beaches. There was less casualties on Sword Beach, but he worked his way inland from there towards the nearest town, which was Cairn. That was the biggest town. It's about 10 miles inland. He was basically running down a street, and the next thing he knows is he's on the floor and his arm's burning, and he said that he'd been shot by a German sniper, like in one of the buildings, in like a top floor or something like that, and the bullet entered the top of his shoulder and travelled down his arm and then came out of his elbow. He couldn't carry on because he'd lost the use of his arm. He was then taken off the front line and taken to Liverpool, and that's where he recuperated in Liverpool before coming back down to Birmingham. When I talk about my granddad being, I don't know which age it was either 15 or 16, and he entered the army illegally and lied about his age. So I think that's just testament to their bravery, to their courage, wanting to fight for their country. I think that just demands respect in and of itself, that want to do something, that want to help, and you're almost, it's so selfless in a way. You're putting yourself in with everyone else to achieve a bigger goal than yourself. It's terrifying really to think that what he did, what he went through as well as thousands of other people, millions of other people, what they went through, it was genuinely to fight for what we have now, like this freedom, this, things are, we probably take things for granted now, what we have, so yeah, it's that link is definitely, it makes me proud to know that my granddad did that for sure. He gave me, when I was younger, his regimental pin badge, so this is what he would have wore on his cap. He was in the Royal Leicestershire Regiment, so that's something that I always keep, and it's kind of priceless to me in a way. And it's out on the side at home. Every now and then I'll just take a glance at it. Probably once a week I might look at it and kind of think, that was my granddad's. This was in France. This landed on the Normandy beaches, and my granddad was shot wearing this. So, and he was shot in his shoulder, literally a few centimetres the other way, and I might not even be here holding this. So yeah, fascinating.